let me talk about Douglass Mackey, because I think this is a big decision. Let me give you some of the background. You probably know about Douglass Mackey. I'm trying to remember if I've had him on the podcast. Debbie and I were talking about it yesterday. We think we're going to have him on the podcast. Is he confirmed for Monday? Yeah, he's coming on Monday, so you'll hear from Doug himself. This is a young guy, 36 years old, a funny guy, actually known for posting satirical memes. Now, he got a funny idea in the 2016 election, and he posted a meme basically making fun of Hillary Clinton. He said Hillary Clinton's supporters are so dumb that what the meme essentially said was that you could vote for Hillary Clinton by text. So text your vote to so-and-so number. And the whole thing was done as if it was posted by the Hillary campaign. In fact, it had the I'm with her hashtag that was used with the Hillary campaign. Apparently, Mackey also did a kind of Spanish version of this post. And again, it looked like it had the Hillary logo on it, the I'm with her hashtag. And it was, avoid the line, vote from home, text Hillary to 59925, vote for Hillary at the bottom, and be a part of history. So just ingenious and a complete joke. And think of how moronic you would have to be to actually act on this. And in fact, no one did, because when they prosecuted poor Doug Mackey, think of it, prosecuting a guy for a meme. You would think he would have a First Amendment right to say whatever he wants, but they went after him not on First Amendment grounds, not on free speech grounds, but election interference. Now, to make a case for election interference, you would think that you would need to bring some people forward, let's say 10 people, who say, you know, I saw that meme, and I have a really low IQ. I'm borderline retarded. So I thought I actually could vote by doing, and I did in fact send that text, and I didn't go and vote instead. So my vote didn't count because I was misled by this guy who posted the meme. The number of people that the federal prosecutors could produce to do this was precisely zero. Not one, not a single one. But the judge was a left-winger, Chief Judge Deborah Ann Livingston, and she, I'm sorry, the judge's name was Ann M. Donnelly, and the judge basically said that Mackey was, quote, one of the leading members of a conspiracy to, quote, to do, quote, nothing short of an assault on our democracy. Absolutely absurd. Now, Doug Mackey, very interestingly, decided to appeal. And he appealed to the High Court. And this is the High Court, interestingly, in New York, because we're talking about the second U.S. Court of Appeals. It's in Manhattan. So Doug Mackey did not have reason to suspect that this was going to be something of a right-wing court. Not so. In fact, the court is kind of mixed. 3 judges, Deborah Ann Livingston, Rena Raggi, and Beth Robinson. And the judges are actually a bipartisan mix, both Republican and Democratic judges. And guess what? Unanimous decision in favor of Doug Mackey. And what the judges conclude is that there is no evidence that this guy attempted to interfere with the 2016 election. The judges basically said, look, even if he put this meme to try to somehow fool people into not voting or voting in the wrong way, they go, that's not enough to show that he tried to rig the election. I mean, think about it. Let's say that he convinced the 10 people I mentioned earlier. Let's say the 10 people had showed up. Are 10 people going to swing a presidential election? Was this election of 2016 decided by 10 votes? No. Moreover, let's say you bring in 10 people from New York. Well, what was the election margin in New York? It was overwhelmingly for Hillary. So there's no chance that Trump could have won that election. So the idea that this is somehow tipping the balance, preposterous. The other thing I thought was interesting that Doug Mackey said, I'm going to ask him about this on Monday, is he said, I did not in any way either lobby for. I didn't even want a pardon. Why? Because Doug Mackey was like, I want to vindicate the First Amendment. I want to show that this prosecution, and by the way, Doug Mackey went to prison for this. I think he got a 7-month sentence. Yeah, he was sentenced to 7 months in federal prison. So this guy paid a heavy price. At the same time, Doug Mackey said, I will do my time. I will appeal it. I'm looking for complete vindication. And I'm delighted to say he got complete vindication. So, I went back and looked at all the press releases from the FBI, press releases from the Eastern District of New York, man convicted of election interference. They were so proud of themselves for having gotten this conviction. And now the conviction is completely reversed. This administration has its sleeves rolled up and streamlining some pretty monumental moves right now. Well, it's difficult for them to take your personal finances or mine into account when trying to do what's right for the country. You have to do that, and that's why tens of thousands of Americans are buying gold right now from Birch Gold. Here are some key facts. In the past 12 months, the value of gold has increased by 40%. Wow. Some central banks bolster demand for gold by buying in record quantities. Global instability and tension is among the highest in decades. But you might be able to find some financial security, some peace of mind in gold. Birch Gold makes it easy for you to convert an existing IRA or 401k into a tax-sheltered IRA in physical gold, or just buy some gold to store at home. Text my name, Dinesh, to 989898. Birch Gold will send you a free information kit on gold. There's no obligation, just useful information. Birch Gold has an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. Tens of thousands of happy customers. You can trust Birch Gold. Protect your savings today. Text the word Dinesh to 989898.